This is The Beat London 103.6 FM. I'm Lukan Online and I'm here with my special guest for the first time ever. Special guest, would you like to introduce yourself to people listening to The Beat?
What's saying? My name's Toldyaa.
Jeez! Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us here at The Beat London. You know what I want to do actually, so let's try this. No, let's see if that works. Introduce yourself again.
My name's Toldyaa.
Hey, there we go. I'm still getting used to the studio, so okay, right now I know how to use that sound card properly. I've got it.
Sound card? Nah, there's 40 people in here just applauding.
Oh, no, there are. Sorry. There are. My bad. I just can't see them. I've got cataracts. Anyway, all right, so cool. How are you feeling? How's life?
I'm good, you know.
Yeah?
Can't really make any complaints.
Yeah?
Life's going all right.
Thank you very much for joining us. So we're down here at The Beat in London, and we can also tell by your accent that you're probably not from London. Where are you from?
Definitely not. I'm from Wolverhampton.
Okay, number one, you don't have to sound so disappointed about ever being confused with living in London. How often do you come down to London?
Do you know what? A lot. Like I'm here most weeks now.
Really?
So, yeah.
How come? Just
music. It's I'll just be linking up with a lot of musicians.
Yeah.
And just getting things done.
Okay, cool. So I've only just been introduced to you, if I'm being perfectly honest. So this is the song that I've been playing for the last couple of weeks is the first song I've heard from you.
Oh gosh.
So I know, right? But then again, I've been out for a while, so you know what? So forgive me. I've been out of the mix for a while. Okay, cool. So for myself and for everybody else, give us a little bit of background. Who is Toldyaa? First and foremost, why that name? And let us know how you get started in this industry and why and what you've been doing.
So I used to go by the name of Tiger. It was my mum's favourite animal. Fair. But then Tiger got big, and I shortened it to TY. And then Lil Wayne released a freestyle called Toldyaa, but Facebook wouldn't let me add the double L on the end. So I put it in my Facebook name, and I put it as my government Toldyaa in the middle. And then people just assumed that that's what the TY stood for. So then everyone started saying it was Toldyaa. And I was like, you know what, this actually fits.
But then the double A.
That's to do with my real name.
Oh, Aaron Anderson. How close am I? Way off.
You're not too far off, to be fair. You're not too far.
Jesus, man like me, come on. All right, so cool. So let's talk about your beginnings. How did you get started in music? Or what made you want to be a musician? Were you rapping first?
I was rapping. How did
I know that?
I was rapping first.
How did I know that? It's the go-to. That's what it is.
No, I started off rapping on grime, and then I went to hip hop, and then I was in the studio and I made a song where I was singing some stuff just over the hook, and Apostle turned around to me and he goes, "Sing more."
Okay. And
from that, I was just like, all right, cool. So I wrote a few songs just of me singing, and I realized that's where I wanted to be. I always loved R&B music, so it was a given.
What did you grow up listening to? In fact, this is a question I always like asking. What's the first, with your own money, what's the first album you ever bought? With your own money, huh?
I'm sure it was Dru Hill.
Dru Hill, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, God, which one was it? I know it had a red cover.
The first one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Because the first single I ever bought was How Deep Is Your Love?
Wow, okay.
Because I remember that because I remember the white cover with all of them just standing up on the front.
I don't remember the single, but I remember the album is definitely the one in the red background. Yeah, that's the first one. Okay, cool. And that was with your own money.
Yeah, that was with my own money.
So you kind of were a kind of little R&B head from the beginning.
Oh, I wasn't allowed to listen to rap music when I was young. Like really? My mum just played nothing but R&B music.
But when she heard you listen to rap music, what did she say?
She didn't.
She didn't hear.
She probably still thinks I don't listen to rap music.
So when I was growing up, I used to like Bashment and whatever about Ragga back in the days. And Mum's friends used to come, you let him listen to that. And Mum was like, don't worry, he don't know what they're saying. Whatever. These are I understand every. But you know what? I thought I understood every single curse word. Then when I got older, I realised I didn't. It's way more slack than I realised. But yeah, so I get that. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to listen to certain music either. Okay, so you got involved in R&B after you were encouraged to do so, and you kind of never turned back.
No, I fell in love with it. I fell head over heels, and then I was just like, let's take this serious.
Okay. How old were you at this time when you started being R&B?
Oh, my life.
School days?
No, this is recent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is like, when I say recent, about 2016.
Oh, that's all right. No, you know why? Because I can't stand them R&B boys from school. Because the teeth are all the girls, all of them. I just and start singing to all the
no,
girls?
I used to sing. I used to sing
Did
to
you?
girls.
Are you one of them? I can't stand guys like you. You make me sick. All you guys. All of you lot all singing little harmonies, whatever. And a man like me that with a croaky voice and getting no girl, nothing.
Listen, you should have took up rapping, called yourself Young Raspy.
I had no, wow. Young Raspy. Yeah, no, we didn't get no joy, boy. Because when you're hanging around with the R&B boys, that is it. Like that's all the focus on the R&B. Oh, sing a song for him. Oh, sing a song. Oh, let my friend bring my friends back and sing a song. And you're there on the outside just watching, and nobody.
See, this is the issue. Is I used to be like, no, I can't sing a song. But you know what? My mum's going out later. If you want to slide, I can
come
sing.
on. I don't even have my bomb sound effect ready, but I would have landed that. All right, so you're involved in R&B. You're an R&B singer. You've been doing quite well. You're doing a lot of bits and pieces. How many singles have you released, and how would you rate your transition? Like, how do you feel it's gone? What have you learned throughout the years? What have been the pitfalls? What have been the highs? What have been the lows?
I've released a lot of singles. 2 EPs, and the things that I've learned is R&B isn't as loved as everything else. We go through everything seems to get a phase, and R&B has stayed throughout all of the new trends, but it's always been there. But what I like at the moment is that there seems to be a growing movement and more of a light shone on it, and that for me is amazing. Like there's a group, Everything R&B, and they're doing so much for the R&B community at the moment.
So of all the little R&B,
listen, I'm just saying it.
There's so many out there, but why that one in particular? Why that?
I'm just saying they have supported me. They have supported me wonderfully.
Listen, I'm not gonna speak nothing on it, but there's a certain young female in here, who shall remain nameless, Michelle, who's linked directly to Everything R&B. Anyway, we'll say nothing about that, but no, okay, cool. But no, you're absolutely right. They've been doing amazing things.
Yeah, they've been doing amazing things, like bringing through artists all over the country, up and coming artists, making sure that they're holding the torch for R&B, and it's been great.
Who's the best?
Me.
Wow. Okay. Other than yourself, who's the best R&B singer in the Midlands?
In the Midlands? Oh, that's a body, because I'll upset people, so I can't do this.
Go for it.
I can't do it. Oh, my life. In the Midlands.
If lives were at risk, and you had I had to be careful what I said. Yeah, lives were at risk, and you had to pick one person from the Midlands, not Ricardo Williams.
Nah, that's not fair.
Okay,
that's a spin. That's a spin. Can now Ricardo's gonna come for me if I don't say
no. But I'm taking him out of the equation, so he doesn't exist in this question. Who is the best R&B apart from yourself and Ricardo Williams? Because I knew that bias was coming. Who is the best R&B singer in the Midlands?
In the Midlands. Other than me, oh God, there's a lot. Do you know what? This ain't fair, This ain't fair, because I'm sitting here thinking.
I know you know. I know you know.
I already told you me, but you won't let me choose me.
Other than you, I know you know, but you just don't want to upset people, because there's certain people that you're kind of pally with, but you don't rate their singing. So like,
oh no, there's enough people I tell.
You do. That must happen though.
Yeah, no, but I'll be sitting there in the studio with them like, big man, that's kind of flat.
Yeah, it's not it. Allow it. Go on. Who you got?
Best R&B. Oh, this ain't fair, man. This ain't fair. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of good R&B singers in the Midlands, and the Midlands is vast. Because we're not just talking about Wolves. We're not just talking about Brom. I don't know where else is in the Midlands, but
Bromwich Albion, whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm thinking football, but yeah, go on. You're skirting.
Do you know what? In terms of vocal ability, not necessarily talent, not necessarily in terms of vocal ability, it has to be Maddie. Maddie's ability is crazy.
Okay, all right.
Maddie's writing ability, and singing ability is amazing.
The bias is ridiculous. The bias is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not going to speak on it either, but again, there's a certain young lady by the name of Michelle in this building who's got direct links. We won't talk about. Okay, we'll leave it there. Okay. So what have been the highs and lows of your? I'm sweating, but I swear I've lost about 4 stone in the studio today. What have been the highs and lows of your career so far in music? What have the struggles been?
The struggles at the moment, it's just the struggles are always the same struggles that you have as an up and coming musician. It's just trying to plant your feet somewhere and be able to flourish where you are. It seems to be a lot of yeah, this is going well for a while, then it stops. The momentum completely stops, and then you've got to go somewhere else, and then you got that's all it is at the moment. It's just finding footing in the scene, because I don't feel I was discussing this today. I don't feel like there's a lot of support from R&B singers.
This is a complaint that's been had for years and years and years and years. So you talk about like the struggles with R&B and all of this. I remember like a few years before I dropped out, there was a group called R and Brit. You might remember.
Yeah.
And then do you remember R and Brit?
Yeah.
Okay. And so they were trying to come together and saying, oh, R&B needs to be this and R&B, and I got kicked out of the group. I don't know if you know this actually. I kind of got kicked out of the group without getting kicked out. Okay, this is backstories now. So I kind of got kicked out of the wider group without getting kicked out of the wider group, because I just say what's real. So people just chatting. I'm like, oh yeah, and you'll probably agree with this. Oh, in the rap scene or in the grime scene, they get together and they collaborate and they do this and they rate each other and we don't do it. And I said, you lot are just too cliquey. And you're way too cliquey, and you don't care for anybody else, and you'd only make friends with people that are going to elevate you rather than just try and that was the end of my time at R and Brit. But yeah, but since then it has grown, and so you'll probably notice as well, like there are loads of events that take place, like old school R&B this and brunches and that. So there's so many events. So R&B is really making a huge comeback. But R&B now is different to R&B then. I think it's probably a Chris Brown issue, where Chris Brown has kind of, I blame Chris Brown for it. He's kind of changed R&B to make it a little bit more thuggy.
I saw. Do you know what? I watched a video on this yesterday. They said it started with Deuces, and then it went to Loyal. And it became R&B stopped being about being in love. R&B started being about, that side of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know where it's at, but I've always associated it with Chris Brown because I can't think of anyone else that did it before him. So it might be that. Yeah, you might be right. It might be. Yeah. Fair point. Okay, cool. So what have been the successes? Wow.
I've been performing more.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of radio play.
Yeah.
Thank you, by the way.
That's right.
And I'm meeting more artists. I'm having the ability to travel around the world for it. It's been great. Like I'm doing things that I never would have been able to do if I wasn't the artist that I am. So
what would you be doing if you weren't making music?
I'd probably be on the block, to be honest.
Were you on the block before?
Never.
Yeah?
Young Christian, outside, praising God, Bible in my right hand, crucifix in my left.
How big was your nose before you started that sentence? Because it's different now, it's grown.
Why?
But how are you finding it balancing that work? Because it's an expensive thing as well, like trying to fund your career. So I'm not saying you should be on the block trying to fund it, but like, how do you find like the balance between getting money behind yourself to pump it into your career, and like is it a struggle? Have you worked it out? Have you got a plan?
That's one thing that's one thing I'll tell all up and coming musicians and anybody who's thinking about getting into music. Have a plan. You can't just belly flop your money into it and think that it's gonna work. Like, put money aside for music, but also make sure you got everything else covered. But the balance I've got now is based on experience, because I've been in that position where I've been broke, but I'm spending my last bit of money on studio because I'm just like, this track's gonna blow. I'm gonna pop. My man's gonna play it. My man's gonna play. Yo, I'm gonna be on a flight soon. And I've been that guy. And then it hasn't done what I expected it to do. And then I'm just like, well, now I'm eating pot noodles. It's crazy.
Shout out to Pot Noodle.
Shout out.
Yeah, sponsorship.
Yo.
There you go.
Well, if we're talking sponsorship, Indomie.
Funding.
Where are you?
Oh, wow. If you can give one bit of advice to any new up-and-coming artists, what would you give them?
Don't stop. Okay. Like, no matter what is thrown at you.
Just keep going.
Yeah, keep going. And do you know what? Not if you're terrible. If you're terrible, get friends who will tell you that you're terrible.
That is very true.
But good artists.
Yeah.
I implore you, do not stop. Like, there's a crowd for you. There is an audience for you. There are people out there that want to hear you. It's just getting it to them. If you stop, they'll never find it.
Facts. We're going to go into the ads. We'll be back on the other side. I'm going to play a song by a young man by the name of Ricardo Williams. You may have heard of him before. This is a track called Fade Away. Going to the ads. We'll be back on the other side. I'm here in the Beat London 103.6 with my special guest, whose name is
Toldyaa.
Thank you. You notice every single time I tell people where they listen to the name of the station, I have to look up on the wall because I can't remember. Like, I'm so scared. Like I say, every single time I start work at a new station, I always relay the name of the old station.
Oh gosh!
Every single time I've done it. This is the only time I haven't done it, and it's because I've got massive like wallpaper with the name. I can't get it wrong, but I'm gonna get it wrong at some point, and then Errol's gonna run in here and just throttle me.
Nah, I get it. I've been in them kind of situations before.
It's a nightmare, is where it is. The Beat London, and I'm here with my special guest. But before we speak about, before I start speaking to my special guest again and rejoin our conversation, I want to go into.
It's the question of the week.
I want to remind you of the question of the week. I've got a few responses come through so far, but just to remind you, if you want to get involved, you can. Let me know if you're a lady. How do you feel about the leap year and being a lady who can potentially propose to her other half? Would you take the opportunity to do it? If not, what would prevent you from doing so? And if you're a man, how would you feel if you were to be proposed to? Now, that being the case, I'm sat here opposite Toldyaa.
Exactly.
So Toldyaa, what would you do if your other half proposed to you? You were in McDonald's. All you wanted was a hamburger, was a beef burger or a burger. What they selling there? Burger King. What they selling there? Like Big Mac and a couple nuggets and a donut, right?
Yeah.
So you're in there for that, and your other half, you take out your little change to go fling it on the counter or whatever. You turn around and your other half is down on bended knee with a ring. Because you can get male rings apparently now. I've researched this, right? So you can actually
male rings.
Well, no. So like engagement. I said, well, because obviously you get the diamond ring. So if a man proposes to a woman, they've got the diamond ring. And I thought, well, what does a woman do if she proposes? But you can actually get like an engagement ring for men.
Okay.
Which I didn't know, but you can. Apparently Ed Sheeran has one. I don't know. But anyway, so you turn around and you just ordered your donuts. You're looking forward to that. Extra sugar in them and all. You turn around and say, yeah, about to be really, really happy and celebrate with your missus. You're about to get some donuts, and then you look around and she is on bended knee. You're in Birmingham McDonald's, right?
Oh,
right?
Damn. What, on the ramp?
Wherever it might be, by the bull ring. I don't know. That's the only place I know in Birmingham. And yeah, she's on bended knee with a ring out. Nice ring, sparkling, fresh. She's polished it and everything. Okay, everybody has got the camera phones out. Yeah, some have got camera in one hand, burger in the other hand, just watching you. What'd you do?
I'm not gonna lie. You do this at McDonald's on the ramp. I'm kissing my teeth and telling you to get up. Wow. If you're going to propose to me on the 29th, I'm gonna need a string quartet. I'm gonna need a chef. I'm gonna need to feel like the only man in the world. If you're going to propose to me, you need to go all out.
Okay, all right.
McDonald's. Do I look like the McDonald's kind of guy?
Let's change it. You're now in London.
No, not London. We gotta be abroad.
This guy, what's wrong with you?
Listen. Marry me.
Yeah.
Me, you know.
So she. Okay, all right. So you're abroad. Okay.
We're in Aruba.
Okay. You're abroad. So and you want to be abroad. So okay, it's fine. You're in Ukraine. Okay, right. So bro.
Change the destination, bro.
What's wrong with you? What?
Yo, change the destination.
All right. So you're in the Maldives.
There we go.
You're in the Maldives.
White beaches.
Yeah, white beaches. There you go. You said beaches, right? Okay,
yeah, I
cool.
said beaches.
Right, okay. All right, sweet. Just want to make sure. All right, so you're there with the white beaches, surrounded by white beaches. Okay, right, cool. And then all of a sudden, Mrs. down on one knee, got the ring out. She's got someone on violin behind her.
Nice. It's leading good.
She's got someone with rose petals.
Oh, we're going strong. We're going strong. Hold on. What colour roses?
All the colours.
I don't want rainbow roses. What colour are the roses? Details are important.
She's got pride roses. Anyway, right? She's dashing the roses, right? Dashing the roses. You got someone on sax over. You got Maddie singing. Okay.
Hold on. Who paid for Maddie to come to the Maldives? These are the questions I'm gonna get vexed about, because if she paid for Maddie to come to Maldives, I could have told her you could have just FaceTimed her and this would have been a lot cheaper.
Okay, we're getting into the details that we don't need to get into right now. Okay. What is your response?
Now, do you know what? If she put in all that effort, I'd say yeah. Of course I'd say yeah. If you love someone, what does it matter who proposes?
Okay, so you'd say yes. So you wouldn't have a problem with someone proposing to you?
Nah, you mad? What? Make me feel special, yo? I'm telling everybody to. I'm telling everybody.
Wow, no, don't say that. That's not. I don't need to hear that. That's going to get me in trouble. All right, cool. So now we're going to switch this. Michelle.
Ooh.
Michelle, as you're sitting there nice and quietly, how would you feel on a leap year if you were to be in a position where you wanted to be married to somebody? Would you take the opportunity to? Now, you can either come in the microphone, you can sit in the corner, but you look like you're starting to get really hot now. I don't know why your forehead's starting to glisten a little bit. Right? Would you take the opportunity to propose to your other half?
No. Michelle is shaking her head furiously.
Why not?
Because he should propose to me.
Okay, cool.
I ain't getting on any.
No? Okay.
Nah,
fair enough. Okay. Toldyaa, tell me about your 2023. What happened for you last year? What were you going through?
That's when me and Michelle first linked up, actually.
Okay.
And it's been a dream ever since, if I'm honest. Mm-hmm. She's put me in rooms that I never would have been in before. She's helped me elevate in how I'm making my music, and how to put myself out there as an artist. Mm-hmm. She's also helped with confidence as well, because I never used to speak to people. I never used to go up to people. I used to just be the brooding guy in the corner. That's me. Yeah.
That's me. Literally, yeah.
But so 2023 for me was a lot about building. It was making connections and getting to know people, putting myself in certain rooms so that my name would be in certain circles, and now they are. So
So what do you do differently now that you didn't do before, other than speak to people? But what is it that you've changed about yourself?
I stopped having so many women. Now I'm playing. The thing I've changed about myself, I've started taking it a lot more seriously. Mm-hmm. Like before, it was hobby based. I did it a lot, but it was hobby based. But now it's kind of music is what I do, and everything else is to support me doing music.
Okay, all right, cool. What was COVID like for you?
Lonely.
Mm-hmm. But in terms of making music, because a lot of people struggled with that because people weren't working and people that relied on their music couldn't do that. So
I actually bought myself a home setup.
Oh, a lot of people did that actually.
Yeah, bought myself a home setup.
Did you know how to produce and make music before that?
No, I can't. The problem I've got is I can't produce.
Okay.
So producers, if you're listening, get at me. But I knew how to.
But you map out an idea.
Yeah. Okay. I know how to do like a soft mix for myself on my vocals.
Okay.
Then when I take it to get mixed and mastered, they have the draft idea of how I want my song to sound.
Okay. Cool. All right, so we're now into 2024. I'm assuming that you would have made a plan for yourself, things you want to achieve in this year.
Yeah, like, Bryson's coming on tour, so if you're listening, if you need a support act, man's there, I can be free, man can make up the time. But nah.
How do you get these support acts? Like some people that are okay, this is going to sound a little bit rude, but it is what it is. Some people are supporting these acts that should not be supporting these acts.
1000%.
Yeah. How does that happen?
No idea.
Okay.
Booking agents not realizing what they're doing. And having their ear not to the ground.
Yeah. How do you go about getting yourself in a position where someone will reach out to you? Because obviously we know that
I wish
Michelle being the link that she has been behind some successful people supporting very, very well-known acts. Shan't talk about it, but so going forward, potentially that could happen again.
Listen. If Michelle thinks that I need to be supporting certain people, Michelle will be only to get me.
Who would you like in a dream world? Who would you support?
Chris Brown, all day.
Yeah?
Wouldn't even hesitate. Chris Brown calls me, I'd support him for free.
Who would you liken yourself to out of all the artists in the world? If you had to liken yourself, I know there's only one you, but if you had to liken yourself to an artist, who would it be?
I hate saying this because I don't like that it is like it. Bryson Tiller.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's because it's that dark R&B. It's that trap soul R&B, and that's the sort of stuff that I make.
Okay.
So,
gonna wrap this up real quick. So, what can we expect from you in 2024? What's coming new? What's new?
Expect a lot of music this year. Expect me to be at a venue near you. I'm planning to be everywhere. I'm planning to be doing everything.
Have you got anything lined up as it stands?
Don't have anything lined up at the moment. Oh. Michelle made eyes. Do you know what? I'm not privy to information until it's time.
You're right. We were told to turn up. Okay, just be here. Okay, I'll be there.
But yeah, I've got a lot of music. I got a lot of music planned. I've got a lot of things lined up. But I've got
EPs, albums, or just singles and singles and singles?
Who got EPs going now?
Yeah.
Got
so why are you trying to keep that under your hat like you don't want to tell me? What's all that
Do you
about?
know what it is? You know what it is? It's been recent that I've like fully like confirmed it. So I'm still in the excitement phase at the moment. I'm still like, oh damn, it's coming. I've done it. I've managed to get it all out there. I've managed to line it all up. This is the vision, and it's because it's all like folding into place. I don't like to speak on things before I've got it all 1000% patterned.
I hear you. AJ versus Ngannou. How much of a boxing fan are you?
Listen, I haven't been a massive boxing. If you want to talk technicals, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I do enjoy watching the boxing.
Who's going to win?
This is an issue because Ngannou did well against Fury. Considering that was his first fight, did really well against Fury. But Joshua will take him.
You reckon?
He has to take him. Joshua's got too much on the line not to win this fight. If Joshua loses this fight, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it for him. And that's the sad thing. So Ngannou, yeah, I'd love him to be able to just come out and just pummel the life out of him because he's a good fighter. He's got a good head on him. He did well against Fury, which when I looked at the technicals, I was very wrong in who I thought should have won that fight.
Yeah, I bet everybody was. Yeah, everything in the world was.
But yeah, I think he's a really good fighter. But I want Joshua to win just so that his legacy isn't cut short.
Yeah, fair. I get that. We're going to play your new current single, N.A.S. Going to play that in a minute. Just tell me a little bit more about it. Why did you write it? What's it about? What inspired it?
N.A.S. Well, if you listen to the non-clean version, you'll know exactly what it means. And the song is just about the double standard that there is at the moment. It seems to be there's always people talking about men aren't all the time, and it's kind of everybody. And I'm okay with that. Just don't try and pin it on one side.
Fair. Let people know your socials before we play that song.
Every social is Toldyaa Artist. That is from Twitter to Instagram to TikTok. Don't really look for me on Twitter. I'll be wilding on there. But yeah.
Do you actually use it still?
Oh, I am on Twitter. Crazy.
People only use Twitter to moan.
Oh yeah, no. Twitter's the moaning place.
Oh, right, okay,
but
fair,
it's also the place I go to let off comments that I wouldn't let off anywhere else. So like Facebook's got family on there. So I can't really.
Yeah. Facebook is for family. I don't know what Black Twitter is.
You don't know what Black Twitter is?
No, I actually don't. I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't know.
Black Twitter's gonna come for you for not knowing what Black Twitter is.
So I hear people talk about Black Twitter. Black Twitter came from me. Black Twitter. I'm like, what the hell is Black Twitter like?
Black Twitter is...
I know it's not a separate Twitter.
No, it's not separate Twitter. It's just a group of black folk that join together and congregate against a cause when needed. They're like Batman, you know, when you put the bat signal out in the air.
So it's actually not a thing. It's just a group.
No, it's not. It's just like Black Twitter isn't necessarily a certain group. It's just when black people get together.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I genuinely didn't know that.
We do you know what it is? We all have like cultural similarities as black people. So it's like when something happens or something's said or something's done, we usually come together and then we're able to discuss this amongst ourselves. Hence,
that's very
Black
simple.
Twitter.
Absolutely genuine that I didn't know what that was. Okay, one more time. Let people know your socials.
Toldyaa Artist across all social platforms.
Thank you very much.
Bow.